Few gets one.
Well, see, here's the thing. There's
If
a
he
good chance.
casts, Firu and Sab get an attack. If he
Right.
casts, unless he
Right.
Let's
casts
go live.
defensively.
Right.
But then he'll have to do a really hard check because he's got two people threatening him, I think.
Yes.
And we're live. Welcome back.
Okay, say, what are you doing?
30 seconds.
Well, should I go ahead and take a step back and then try to slumber him and then
Taking
wake
a
up
5-foot step back would probably be best, and then go for that. I mean, there's nothing. There's no. Actually, it's either that or Evil Eye, so pick one.
10 seconds.
Is there any save to Evil Eye? I don't even remember.
It always lasts for one round, no matter what.
Oh, that's right.
And
So
choose.
pick one.
I guess I will take a step back and go ahead and Evil Eye is
You gonna do his saves.
honestly, I think
he'll
I
be
should
at negative
attack instead of
Okay. So his attack will be at -4 then.
yeah.
Does he save?
He does not.
So roll 1d4 to decide how many extra rounds on top of the first round it is.
1d4?
Yeah.
Bravo.
Alright, so that is against his armor.
No,
No.
she said attacks.
Attack.
Oh, his attacks.
Because he gets to go right after this, so.
He's 5 miles away from that ogre corpse. He can't get over there.
Just use that. So 2 rounds. Alright, Seta's turn.
Are you on the back of Firu still?
Nope.
Where are you?
Back by the ogre.
Oh. Should
Yeah,
probably
Firu
run
took her
forward and
off.
do something.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to shoot with Lamont again.
What the hell is
Can he hit
Ziggy
that
been doing
range?
this entire
Oh,
time?
yeah.
60 feet.
So, you hit.
Called enemy on him, obviously.
The 60 feet is just the first range increment.
Right. That's
And that was a
basically
called shot,
not
what?
taking any penalties. I didn't call shot.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you hit. Roll
I called enemy. So what's my options?
harm, mangle, or take.
Let's try mangle.
Alrighty.
What would take do if you did that on the staff?
It's a
Oh no,
life
it
skill.
take just took HP. That's right, because you did that on Garrett.
Yeah.
Alright. Roll me 1d8.
I would say mangle his hands.
I didn't call shot. Also, it would have only been a +2, which I
Just
could
out
have
of
done
curi-
that, but
Just out of curiosity, when I hit him with the Earthbreaker and he like just blood went everywhere and it spilled out of his mouth, did he actually look worried?
No, he's he's grinning at you. He's glaring and grinning.
so is one the head? Do I mangle his face?
It does no damage. It hits his shoulder.
It doesn't do damage.
His cloth absorbs it, and thus the mangle has no effect. Lamont goes, ooh,
I'm tired of your bullshit.
ooh, that was not good. His turn.
Getting really tired of your shit.
He smirks, looks directly at Sab, and says, "You may want to turn over that staff now." As you look around, you see 4 air skiffs fully loaded with halflings. Their weapons are drawn, and they are pointed. I'll let you guys crossbows, some with short bows.
What the hell do you want?
He
just told you.
said the staff,
Oh!
but we can't speak off our turn.
I'll let you speak, yeah.
Yeah, we could speak.
Depending on the response, though, as his action.
Out of character. Fuck, what are we gonna do?
Do you want to take the GM hint now?
He's talked before.
Okay.
Do we want to take the GM
Say
hint
that.
now?
Should we use the GM hint?
I can try to prestidigitation my quarterstaff and throw it at him.
Garrett's not taking the GM hint. I'm just kidding. it's all players present decide.
Say it. Should we use the GM hint?
It's 10 o'clock. Fuck it, sure.
Okay, so
What should we do regarding this situation? Do we
if
give
you
him
were
a staff?
no. Here's
we survive?
we have to make a specific question, don't we?
Hmm.
If you were in our shoes, would you hand it over?
Hey, ooh,
Seeing what's arrayed against us.
Hold on. Say to. What do you
What's the
think is
question?
wrong with that statement?
Yeah.
well, obviously we should
This is out of
not
character. So.
hand it over. Because we don't want we don't want those guys to have it.
We also don't want
as
to die.
Right.
Because
But they
if we
can
die,
only
they're
fire one shot and then have to. If they're holding crossbows, we've learned this that you have to take a full round to reload a crossbow.
There's 4
I said
airskiffs
crossbows.
filled
and they're all loaded.
And short bows.
So you said there's 4 airskiffs, so each of those could hold like 6 halflings.
6 to 8. Yep.
So we've got potentially 32 halflings with bows aimed at me,
Trained on you
Firu,
guys.
and Tay. I might could survive a third of those. Firu could survive a third of those. Tay could not.
Mm,
So even without the GM hint, we know that that's a problem. So
Well-
basically, the question I kind of want to ask is, if you were in our position, what would your response be for the team? Would
Everybody,
you?
everybody cool with that question?
Do you like that question, guys?
yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. So here's what we learned. This leader or halfling dances around like crazy and has not made a single attack, cast a single spell. He's only used his staff. He's clearly outgearing you guys. You've done some damage, but he seems to absorb a lot of damage. And it doesn't seem to be any specific type of damage that he absorbs. He just absorbs it. Or reduces it. If he knows you guys have the staff and you try and get away, where are you going to go? Clearly they have a way now of finding the
Tracking.
staff. Perhaps just having it out and about, or having pulled it out or something. They seem
That's
to get
the-
here really fast after Garrett pulled it out.
He
So,
didn't pull it out.
you know
He
what I
had
mean.
it partially out.
Like, kind of sort of opening it.
Yeah.
But that, like you said, he didn't fully have it out. So how else could they have tracked it if it was inside a bag of holding? They seem to have a way of tracking it.
that, or they figured out somehow.
Or know
That
who
we
has
had
it.
it.
Yeah, or they know where you guys
So
are
now-
and who has it.
And now that they've fought us, they definitely know who has it, and we're not the most stealthy group that's ever existed either.
Yeah.
So my outlook on it is
So, hang on, sorry. To answer your question, if it were me, hand it over, deal with the threat later. I personally, from a player standpoint, don't see an immediate way out of
Yeah. I don't
keeping the
either.
staff and getting out of there to a safe place.
Yep.
I don't even really see a way of getting out. Like if Sav
Yes, Xandrid.
and Tay and Firu were back here, if we had had this fight at the doorway to the tavern,
Mhm.
I think we could manage it because they'd have to come close, and we could use the tavern for cover and stuff. And we
Well,
could
you've
make
also
it a
got the
fight on
brawl
our
going on
terms.
inside. That's going to eventually
But
drag
at the
you
same
in.
time, as long as we had some kind of cover, we might have been able to make it on our terms. But we're now in the street,
Yeah.
and there's skiffs everywhere. But the thing is, so Sab, okay,
There's the
this is what I'm
other
thinking
one
of for
too.
Sab's response is, and how do we know you'd actually leave and not just kill us anyways? Is that okay as a response for you guys?
He
Because
goes,
talking's a free action.
correct.
you don't.
He goes, yeah, he says, you don't.
My outlook on it
Hang on. But we know you're at the Don't Fall In. We've been through your stuff there. You've got no place to go.
Oh, I hope that scarred you for life going through our drawers.
I didn't personally have to, but I had complaints from my men.
You sisters are disgusting. But my outlook on
As-
it as a player.
Sorry, one more time. As we progress further and further, I kind of see Sab and Tay more as Panty and Stocking. Okay.
My outlook on the
That's
situation
kind of
as
amazing.
a player would be to. This guy is vomiting blood, supposedly. We need to find a way to just erase him out and get him off of our backs for a little bit.
What about the other 30-some people training
there's
bows down on you
30.
guys?
Yeah,
Fuck those guys too.
that's the reason. But because see, there's literal Sab doesn't understand. Why would there be any reason for them not to kill us if we handed it over?
Well, they're obviously not killing you right here in the middle of the street
Yeah.
right now, when they very easily could just fire tons of arrows at you right now.
Thing is
Maybe they're worried about hurting the staff.
we've taken it from them twice. So what's to stop us from doing it a third time if they leave us alive?
Taking it from him twice? I mean,
Yeah.
once. You shot it from him that one time. That
We
wasn't taken
saved
from him.
Savia and then we shot it.
Oh,
from him.
right. Well, it's not my turn.
No, this is discussion time. He's
Yeah.
we're holding actions and discussing.
Yeah.
And depending on your response, your final response, is what he does.
Are you gonna leave and leave us alone if we give it to you?
We'll let you leave. All you have to do is hand it over.
All right, let's sense motive on that. And other people should help me.
Yeah, I'm going. Wow. Bravo.
Seda.
Hold
I
on.
was 60 feet away.
Yeah,
Fury's right there. Fury's
Oh,
right
Fury's
there.
right there.
yeah, he is. Y'all don't trust him. Like, just as a standpoint, you guys don't trust him. So
Yeah, we don't trust him, so we're not gonna trust anything that he says.
But
Regardless.
if we roll high
Yeah.
enough, we might think that he was telling the truth or something.
it's not a matter of telling the truth. You're right now with that sense motive. You remain way too wary.
Yeah. Xandrid
Say
had
it.
a good point to obscuring mist.
But it's not Tay's turn.
It's not my turn.
It's his turn.
Depending on what we say, they're just gonna kill us.
motive.
She's asleep.
That's right. No, I thought I woke her up at the end of my turn. Oh.
You took a 5-foot step back into the
That's
hex.
What kind of action is your look into the future thing?
Already used it.
Started the night with
Oh,
it.
you only get it once a day.
Yep. I have a way of getting back into the bar. I'm only like 10 foot from the entrance.
There's a giant brawl going on in there, but that's gonna leave me, Tay, Garrett, and Firu in the
Right.
crossfire of all that stuff.
I like that Xandrid's like, let Garrett hand it to them. I'm like, Garrett is nowhere near Sabrith, and Sabrith's the one. Oh, wait, no, Sabrith isn't the one.
No,
with, Sada's the one
has
with
it.
it. And Sada's
Yeah.
right at the bar.
No, Sada's not the one
Yeah.
with it.
Yes, I am.
No, Firu has the bag of holding.
No, he doesn't. I still
Since-
have it.
Since when? You said you left it with Firu's side saddle stuff.
No.
Okay,
I've been
that's fine.
there.
Whatever, that's fine.
What does Firu look like he's thinking? Does Firu look like he's just wanting to kill the guy?
You have the sense motive. I'm not quite sure on this one.
This guy shot lightning at me. In fear and
Firu is glancing back and forth between the guy and Seda, not looking for an answer, but worried. So whatever he wants, he just wants to keep Seda safe.
Well, and Sada's the one with the staff, so Sada would have to come into the line of fire to give it anyways.
She could throw it.
I love that that guy is still sleeping.
Well, we're in discussion mode.
The thing is,
Alright, alright, okay.
if they're all lined up on you three and not on me,
I'm getting
I
impatient
have to
here.
go back
You've
too
got
far.
30 seconds to decide.
You just said discussion time, and now you're rushing us.
Okay, if we're giving it to the guy, then how do we give it to them so that they don't have a clear shot to just slaughter all of us?
Leave it on the ground and walk away. In the case.
Oh, the fact that he had to mention it in the case.
So
I could take it out of the case and kill all y'all right now.
Sab's gripping her Earthbreaker really, really tightly and like gritting her teeth.
Well, I mean, you could always,
Fine.
step back and wake up Celine.
No.
Zeta goes over there. I'm gonna put obscuring mist so we can get out of here.
Okay. So
After
Sab's
we get it.
just gonna pass by and say, "Fine, we have to get it."
That. Whoever has
She
it.
takes one step and stops.
Yeah. Whoever has it, put it on the ground now.
Are you sure you want that?
Yes. Sada's not going crazy right now. No, you're not going crazy right now.
I haven't been going crazy for plenty of rounds.
That's right. If it says it on the first roll, that's what it is.
So Sab will shout over to Seda. Seda, drop it in the case.
I still think you should have tapped Celine when you stepped back.
If I do that, he might take that as some sort of action or attack, and I don't have good stealth. I would have to make a stealth thing unless you're saying... Because all of the archers are watching us for anything squirrely. Every single... That's 30-something pairs of eyes are watching us. Can I out-stealth 30 people watching me? I don't think so.
29 stealth rolls, the last one fails. There she is!
And now they're...
Alright.
You gonna put it on the ground?
I don't know what to do. I don't want to.
Furious says put it on the ground.
No, none of us want to.
Put it on the damn ground.
Yeah, Sab is pissed off about it, but...
Furious looking back and saying that.
I could
I really-
take the damn thing out and go crazy.
You do that, you kill us all.
Yeah.
Jeez. If you haven't
Let this
noticed,
one go.
What
Shy
Ziggy
is a
doing
Taurus.
this entire time?
Shy is a Taurus. And when she rolled her crazy, it was become stubborn for the second try. She's already there.
I'm so frustrated. I'm just...
So
I
stubborn.
gotta stop my bullshit and just do whatever.
it.
So,
Let it go.
yeah.
Let it go.
You're making me want to just take it out even more. It's not helping.
Just whip it out.
Show him your big hard staff, Seda.
I really want to prestidigitation
Alright, seriously.
it. But they're probably gonna see
Taking too
through
much
it.
time.
Okay.
Yeah, Xandred's over here. It says,
You know what I'm gonna do?
It's so great. For this, Sab wakes Celine, Seda sets down the staff, Tay obscures line of sight.
But it's not our turn.
Nope.
What I'm gonna do?
Because if it was our turn,
I could
Sab
be an
would've-
asshole and like take it out and chuck it in the bar door.
He just
That
said to
Technically, I dropped it on the
He says
ground.
drop it. No,
Yeah.
it's dropped.
drop. See, the thing is that if
You
this
got-
had been Sab's turn, Sab probably would have taken the chance to just turn around and bash him in the face with the Earthbreaker, grab Tay, and bolt.
So remember that acid story?
Mhm.
Set the damn thing on the ground. Let's go.
I did. I'll take it out and I'm just gonna drop it right at my feet.
All right.
Smack him.
No. Dang it, say it.
Step back.
Are you just standing there, or did you actually step back?
Zan was saying, can she actually set it down off turn?
Yes, drop. Free action.
What was that roll? I'm really worried.
She's trying to do wild magic. She's trying to roll her crazy table again, but it's not happening. She's already done her crazy table this round.
It wasn't.
It's all
His
been his
round.
turn. Now, come on. He's used his move action.
I don't want to do this.
None of us do.
Seda, you have the least health of any of us.
Step back.
It's not my turn. I can't do a damn thing.
Somebody, wait. Does anybody on the bar brawl try and
It
hit
was
him
a
with a
free
mug?
action. No,
What are you
they're
telling me?
outside.
That would be
Shanna.
freaking beautiful.
Are you going to step back?
Don't kill us,
Forward.
Seda.
I'll kick it forward.
Oh, you kick it towards him?
All right.
Yeah.
So she rolls it forward.
He catches it with his foot. He is on an air
I ain't
skiff.
stepping back for nobody.
He looks back while he's on the air skiff. It was one that had 6 people on it. Killed them.
Oh,
A hail of arrows and crossbow bolts peppers the area. Out of, we're just going to call it 30.
None of them have any sort of aim. They're gonna be like the stormtroopers from Star Wars. Oh, that wasn't so bad at all.
I rolled a 1d30 and got a 30.
What?
All right. Got to do this 30 times.
Mm-hmm.
Seda, you're currently in the bar,
Yeah.
in the doorway.
I was within 5 feet of it, so.
Yep. So you're going to have some cover here, so that's going to make it easier on you. So I'm just going to split this evenly. We got, what, 5 people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So that's, what, 6 shots each. All right, these 6 are against Seda.
Does my mage armor?
Miss.
If they make. Oh, okay.
So 1, I got to roll cover. That's a miss.
Can't you use a hero point
Miss.
to act out of turn?
Miss. Nope. Hang on.
No,
cover.
you get a bonus action on your turn.
You can use it to act out of turn. That's another miss. And the last one.
Wait, did you say no? You can use it or cannot?
Cannot.
Can, apparently.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Okay.
pull it back up.
I thought it just gives you another standard action.
So that all 6 shots against Seda have missed thanks to cover. 2 of them would have hit. Where is action points versus hero points? Act out of turn cost 1 hero point.
Okay. Is there any cover near us?
No.
Near me and Tay?
No, you guys are out
None
in the
at
open.
all?
No, you guys are out in the open. It's like an open cobblestone street. You guys are not like right there next to any buildings or anything like that. Almost like it's a courtyard. All right, so Seda has not been hit out of any of those. Fira's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
let me know when
Hold
you're
up.
starting to roll for me.
Hey, what's up?
Crit, fail, and miss. So 1 is a crit. Does it actually confirm? It confirms. So I'm just going to roll. He takes 9 damage. These next are. I was rolling against a 19 AC.
Hold on a second. Hey. Wait, on who?
Garrett.
On Garrett?
Yeah, it's Garrett's turn. Or it's these are on Garrett right now. 1.
Who has hero points right now?
Just you and Sab. 2, 3, 4, 5,
What is my AC?
6. Alright, 2 hit. He takes 6 damage. Alright, these are going to go against Tael.
I was actually really tempted to use a hero point to go ahead and mage armor myself.
Okay,
Um,
that bring it
but
to a 19.
I can't do that unless Celine is awake, and
that's
in
correct,
order
yeah.
for Celine to be awake, Sabrath would have to use their hero point so that they could take an action to wake her up.
Yep.
And he's on the phone.
Yep.
So you're kind of screwing me right now. Maybe. Hey, can you use a hero point so you can wake up Celine so I don't die, so I can cast Mage Armor? Okay, yes, that's exactly what's happening.
Okay, so he smacks Celine.
Obscuring mist. Would that do better? Because it would make a mist around.
Well, hang on.
All
That
three of them.
doesn't do anything yet. Is he smacking Celine to wake her up?
Are you smacking Celine to wake her up, or are you just kind of tackling both of us?
So smack Celine to wake her up.
It's he's asking if tackling the two of us helps wakes her up and shields herself. No. Okay.
So he smacks her, and she doesn't wake up. It's magical slumber.
Holy frack! That's some serious. Okay. Well,
Yep.
then I don't get to do Mage Armor,
All right.
so I guess
There.
I don't get to use my hero point. So.
What we will do then is the 6. This first one, miss. It's also miss. Miss. And there's a lot of missing. That's another miss.
Also, my
And
AC is.
no hits. It's 15.
Is that with the?
Yeah. That's without the mage armor.
No, I mean with my armor on.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, your AC is 15. With your Dire Witch corset.
yeah, that's what I was
Alright.
talking about.
These are against Sab. Roll 17 or higher. That's 1 hit.
Okay. Thank you. Bye. Awesome. Bye.
Only 1 hits. For 6 damage.
Sorry.
And without
A call
looking-
from our friends in Japan.
That's fine. Without looking back, they're all taking off. The skiffs take off in different directions. After firing 30 arrows kind of erratically, nobody has died, though. Some people got hit with a couple arrows, but nobody's dead.
Wait, did he die?
No, none of them hit him. He's just there asleep. He still has 1 more round of being asleep.
Well, we have
Also-
a prisoner then.
Also, smacking Celine didn't wake her up.
It does not take more than
Really?
6 seconds to set the staff down. You drop as a free action.
Really?
What's
That
that?
didn't wake Celine up.
No.
I thought
It's magical.
slumber can be. It's not slumber, then it's sleep, isn't it?
That's what I meant. It's a magical
Yeah.
deal.
My bad, I was on mute. That one has to be dispel magic.
Or just wait until the rounds are up.
Yeah.
Alright, so they all go away. Taking us out of combat.
Which means I've got to go through the rest of my shifter rounds, which is I've already done 2.
Andre spills out of the tavern, still
7 more.
rambling. Brawl still going on.
Oh, that's more than my max health. It's right there. And out of rage.
Sada's just gonna sit on the inside of the door.
Sab is going to go over here immediately and take the manacles out of her bag, and she's going to handcuff this guy while he's still asleep.
Alright, well, he wakes up right after being manacled then.
And Sab's got a grip on the chain between the manacles with his hands behind his back.
He just wakes up and like confusedly looks around. Singes all over his shirt.
Your boss isn't very
Boss.
loyal to you, is he?
Boss? Uh,
Like
Boss?
he killed all your
Boss?
friends and tried to kill you.
Bouse?
who are you?
I'm the bitch you tried to kill.
Uh, Foam spills out of his mouth. And he falls over dead.
Killed himself.
An audible
Cyanide
click.
capsules.
Sam just drops and is like, the fuck?
You know, you're really making me want to play Vice. I just want to turn around and be like, you know what, bitches, I'm evil. Fuck you guys. I'm going home. With the staff.
Alright, so Sam's gonna take her manacles
Yeah, I was about to say,
back
don't
and search
forget your
the body.
manacles. Some busted up equipment now.
Then you're gonna
From
wake
the,
up
the
again?
fire and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, she
What
wakes up
about-
after 5 rounds.
Do any of the hobgoblins, or I'm sure Garrett's also looting with me,
Yeah.
as he is wont to do.
You find a total of 5 gold worth of stuff, like just loose coin, copper, and all that kind of stuff.
Sada's sitting on the floor, right in the door, like on the side of the inner doorway of the bar, just watching everybody fight and throw bottles at each other.
There's one kind of petite dwarven female beating somebody else down with the
So
chair.
Sab's gonna try and grab Andre and drag him out. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, he was already kind of on his way out.
Okay. Sada, let's go.
Vera comes
Seda?
over. Vera comes over and grabs Seda.
I'm coming.
Andre snaps too. He's like, "What happened? Did we win?"
Just get on the horse.
Okay.
What did I pick up today?
Everything here has value.
All right, you don't have to move your character, Shannon. Just leave them all at the bottom here.
Oh my god, I could just imagine Garrett going through, ooh, I want this, and I can totally fix this shit. You know what, I can use this. Oh man, he's
So-
taking the bits of the crossbows that's busted up.
So if we haven't given it over, now that this has already happened, how much
I
health
have-
had that guy actually lost when I hit him for 26 damage?
21. He had,
So he had
he had 11.
bad.
He had 11 hit points left.
It wasn't bad. You could have one-shotted him, and
You-
the other we could have like intimidated
So
the other one.
this was one of those timed fights. You could have defeated him before the air skiff got there. The reinforcements got there. But there's no way of knowing that kind of stuff. But then again, this was only a CR plus 1 above you guys.
Had I just killed the guy,
We
do
still
you
would have
think we
been.
would have died?
We could have made an
You would have probably gotten
check.
away. But then again, you now know that that wouldn't have done much because they can track that item.
Yeah, but
And they've already been to your place. They've already been to Don't Fall In.
I
You
don't
just
know
haven't
if
been
they
there
can
yet.
Track us all. I don't know if they can track us out of Sharn though, or if they'd bother.
For the staff, they would.
Yeah.
They would bother to.
What was Ziggy doing this entire time? I kept asking but got no answer.
That was not a bogus GM hint. Ziggy wasn't doing anything. Ziggy was in the backpack. Ziggy has been quiet.
What would he have done if we didn't
That-
accept it?
that-
What was his next attack going to be?
That GM hint applied to the current situation, not 3 minutes beforehand or 3 rounds beforehand.
What was his actual next attack going to be if we had said no? If we'd just been like, fuck you.
Oh, you guys won't get to know that yet.
fire the arrows. And that probably would have been it.
He had his rod trained, and that's about all I can tell you on that. I can't
So
tell
he
you too
looked
much
like
about
he
him.
was ready to.
Oh yeah, he was ready to use it. He would have.
He might have
Mm-hmm.
coup de grace Celine.
What if I told you he hadn't used a standard action that entire fight either?
Are you shitting me?
I wouldn't doubt it.
So, like, there was a chance that you could have killed him if you bursted him fast enough and hard enough. And I was totally willing to have that happen because he's geared out in a ton of magical stuff, as you can see. But,
So had I hit that first hit and then hit the next one, he would have just exploded
yes.
into meaty chunks, essentially.
Yep, he would have had no reaction to do
Because I
anything
did
else.
so much more damage.
Yep.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
but you would have had to have hit that high enough roll to actually.
It was only
19.
an 18. Oh, 19 is still not that hard. If we had used hero points to make me hit him, I could have just wrecked the guy.
Yep.
Yeah,
but
but
you
no.
you psyched me out when you were like, "Hey, remember when you wanted to be a chevalier?" So I was like, "Shit, this guy's gonna be at least like level 8 or 9. So
Yeah.
he's gonna have like 70 or 90 HP or something."
Right. Nope. He has damage resistance, or damage reduction, as you saw. He has other crazy stuff, but he
So
was definitely
that,
killable.
Was that his bluff check when he just grinned at me after taking the Earthbreaker to the chest?
No. He's just genuinely not all there.
Do you guys have some heals?
Yes, they do.
All right, Garrett.
But if we would have killed him, then even getting away from all those archers, they would have just waited back at our place for us, or called the rest of the Boromar and then had 5 of that guy after us.
Yeah, so that's where you're stuck right now. What do you guys want to do? You know that they know where you are. Or where you
Garrett.
go. They left you for dead. They thought, the people basically randomly fired it down on you guys. They managed to actually target all 5 of you properly, but they kind of haphazardly just peppered you.
All right, so she
All right,
healed Garrett
6.
for 12,
Oh, for 12. Okay.
Seda.
What?
Seda for 15.
So
Oh.
Garrett's back at full. He's got 30. hit
Hiru.
points. I think. Wait, no, he has more than 30. He has 40.
Fury
So
for
he's back at
15.
full. Just update your hit points on the characters, okay, Shan?
I'm trying to.
Yeah, asking how to get away was not a possibility, Zan. Not at that point in time. It was too late.
I should have just said, "Should we kill him?" But then you would have still said no.
Correct. At that point in time, it was no longer a possibility.
Yep.
Well, it was a possibility to kill
Get her
him. It just
now.
wouldn't.
No.
Yeah.
No, it was not.
Yeah.
It was his turn.
Yeah, but it was still a possibility for us to deal with it.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
He could have.
I told you
killed
he had
somebody
not
else
used his
off
standard
his-
action yet.
Yeah.
He hadn't. He genuinely didn't look like he started to take the fight seriously, and he still was only a +1 on CR.
So even after I hit him with the Earthbreaker, or was that the point he took it seriously?
No, he didn't take it seriously. He just grinned. He's like, "Ooh, this is fun now."
So after I
Almost killed him.
killed him in one hit, he's
Yeah,
just
you
like,
took 2/3 of his
"Oh,
health."
Go fun.
Yes. That's what he did.
I am so confused.
Right.
Hang on a second.
Oh.
I need to go get a cat that's trying to
don't
eat a
know it.
fake Christmas tree.
All right, so we need to get the fuck out of here. So Andre's with us. Let's go back to Kenneth.
Yeah. Andre will do that. Yeah. He'll get a fair, or he'll get a skiff for everybody. He'll get one of the medium-sized ones.
So Sab's gonna say, "Do you think maybe Kenneth will want to get back at him for that?"
He goes, that was Boromar. Everybody in Sharn kind of wants to get after them. He's still kind of coming too,
They haven't.
but I don't
For a
think
reason.
that they're going to make that big of a mistake. You don't mess with the Boromar. They have their hands and feet in every part of this city.
Are they the mafia?
They're worse than the Mafia.
The Yakuza?
No, yeah. Instead of the Italian necktie, you get the you get the old
Missing pinkies?
No, you get the Boromar boot. No, Seda can't reverse time yet. So what are you doing, Seda? Get into this.
Seda's sulking.
Okay.
I was worried about. So that was one of those times I should have just gone straight for the big guy instead of wasting time.
It's
with
one
the
of
little
those
ones.
times the barbarian should have barbarian.
Well, I did, but at the same time, you had like 7 guys still alive at that one point.
Yep.
All who, if I moved, would have been like, "Hey,
Your
look,
your
there's a
mind
caster."
your mind played its own games upon you. Damn it! I went after the boss again. I need to not do that.
Yes.
I'm sitting here just.
You son of a bitch.
Eh.
Man.
So you guys walk back
I
into
can
the
do that
embassy
at
all
level
sulking.
5.
It's late enough in the night now that he has to unlock the door and walk in. It's almost like
That's
it's
just-
a walk of shame.
I locked it after.
And then no, I'm talking
You
about the
alright,
embassy
Andre?
doors, not just his room.
Oh,
Yeah, and then he walks in, and everybody else is like, there's only like 2 or 3 people there, and they're just there after hours doing work. So you guys lock up behind you. They're kind of like looking at all you guys, like, the hell? And then Ziggy pops out and goes, well, that's a bummer.
Sam's seething with anger.
So,
that was a whole bag of shit.
we should probably go get our stuff and not be there any longer. Yeah?
We could probably send for it and be safer. Just send a message to have Jake clear it out like he's getting rid of the people's stuff. Like
Lamont,
they're not going to come back.
Lamont goes, yes, I agree with this.
Definitely.
I agree with this.
Scooter agrees.
Because
That's
when
a
you...
bunch of shit.
Andre,
I'll get the last discussion.
Andre, do you have a place for us to stay?
Who's saying this?
Lamont.
Oh.
I'm developing accents as we're going along. Like I'm trying to like narrow down the ones I want to keep for these
You
items.
need to give him the best accent, the best English accent in the world.
I can't do that right now. And I like this other accent that I'm doing for him. And Andre goes,
Yeah.
yeah, you guys can stay with me. Just let's go back to the lab real quick and take care of a few things, and then we'll go
Ooh,
stay.
We get to
Sounds
room with a
like-
half-elf hottie.
Sab's like, sorry we got you involved. Wasn't our intention.
Andre's like, you know what? It's fine. You, at this rate, though, you guys are gonna have to start claiming allegiance to a house, or I'm gonna have to kind of break ties.
Fuck it, Kenneth all the way.
And Sab like looks at her shield and's like,
He looks back. Are you serious? You want to represent House Kenneth?
I don't know. What's it involve?
You're like our only tie in this city now.
Well, I mean, you guys just got into school. Didn't I
You're
ever
the
hear you saying
master.
something about the Wayfinders? I mean, that's gone. You want to be House Kenneth, you gotta be House
Ah,
Kenneth.
shit. We gotta wait.
I kind of have school.
You're gonna have to say screw school. We'll teach you here
We
what
gotta
you need
wait.
to know.
We're gonna wait till we see what's up with the Wayfinders, and if that doesn't pull through, I'm all up for
That's fine.
looking more in Kenneth.
Think seriously about it, because once you call allegiance to a house, that's that. Come hell or
But-
high water.
But I don't know that we really can because Sab turns and looks at Garrett. It's like, he's kind of already with one.
Oh, I get that. Not all of you have to claim allegiance. I'm saying if you do, it's hell or high water, that is your house. Us dragon marked folk don't have a chance or a choice. And he's saying this
So
as
wait,
you guys are
out of-
walking down the hall.
So out of character, am I understanding right that if one of us did it, essentially they'd help all of us?
Hang on. What was the question again?
So am I understanding right that if one of us joined Kenneth, they'd help all of us if we needed it?
No.
They'd
They would-
just help that person.
As long as a majority of you,
Okay.
they'll take the group, but only because they're protecting their assets. But if it's just one of you, then it's easier just to take the one of you. Like that they had to come in to rescue you or whatever, which isn't really what Kenneth is capable of doing. That's House Lyrander, but
Kenneth is capable of just outfitting you with insane gear.
right.
Which is one of the best ones to be in for adventurers.
What is the way? Well, we can talk about that later. I was going to say,
Yeah.
what does the Wayfinders actually do for you? But okay.
Yeah, that's.
So Sab is actually looking like she's really thinking about it at this point.
Okay, so you guys are walking back. You get to the to his lab. He walks in and grabs a couple of vials and catch, and to anybody that is still damaged, those are
I think that's just fear.
those are the
Mhm.
potions of 2d6 healing. I forget exactly what that is off the top of my head.
Cure moderate wounds.
Yeah. So he can heal
300 gold
2d6.
potions. He's just like, here you go.
Yeah, he just chucks
You
them.
only need.
He hands them to
Okay.
everybody, but for those of you that are damaged, that's 2d6 healing right now.
Okay.
Well, shit, I'll just hold
fine.
on to it for you and I'll heal him.
That's fine. He says, "Here, take him. You guys saved me. You got me out of there. So there."
I'm sorry you were there.
Out of character, we didn't save your ass. You went back in the bar looking for your bacon and eggs.
So Sam is still kind of confused. Well, honestly, I don't know how we really found you. I guess it was just luck. So we weren't expecting that.
Yeah.
Good luck though. So as an out of character aside, y'all would have been so horribly bad if Tay and I had just been like, we don't want to mess with that.
All right.
Yep.
So he says that we can go stay over at my place.
Oh yeah, let's do
And-
that.
Is there an alchemy table there too?
Dang.
Listen,
No, I don't do
care
work
what
at
kind
home.
of tables they are. They're gonna be covered with something.
He walks back. He walks everybody back out. Locks up. You guys get on a medium-sized air skiff, and you go to the Oak Towers, wealthy residential. And this place is noted because it's actually part of the Chardon skyline that has large oaks and trees of other types actually growing out, but they're big enough to actually house people. He does not live in a tree. He lives in a normal place, and his normal place is basically a penthouse suite way at the top of one of the towers. You guys take an elevator to go all the way up. He walks you in and he says, I know it's a little extravagant, but you gotta live good, right? You walk into his place. It is a 3-story, 5-bedroom.
Does he have a Will
Complex.
Smith house?
No, it's a penthouse suite that's that large. He has
Oh.
an entire section of a tower for himself.
You can sleep comfortably.
When you walk in, 2 kids rush up. Daddy!
I was about to ask,
Aw.
does he have a family?
And they're both little half elves.
So
and
as soon as they do, Sab sort of steps back behind Fury because Sab still is like covered in gore.
yeah,
The
he
the
yeah.
I'll
one-
prestidigitation you.
There you go. And
Clean.
Okay.
Xandrid, just a terrible night for Xandrid.
Yep.
If the stream is actually causing his night to get worse.
Man.
So you see that, and then you see a half elf woman with like a really light pink strawberry kind of, I guess, strawberry blonde hair, but it's like really light. Strawberry platinum, I guess, would be more correct. And she walks up and she kind of stops in her tracks. She's like, "Hey, hon,
Sorry.
what's going on
Tay
here?"
immediately just says sorry.
Sorry.
Meanwhile, you
We had a
just
beef with your husband.
hear sling as Sada's rushing to prestidigitation all the dirt and nastiness
Yeah.
and gore off of people's clothing.
I want to play with the kids. I'm their size.
Ziggy pops out and it's just like, "Ooh, kids! Ooh, kids!" Ducks. He's starting to like learn to go back into things, but he still kind of passes through when it's in a rush. And the 2 kids, Andre looks down at the 2 kids and goes, "Hey, we're gonna play, but I need you guys to go to your room real quick, okay? I gotta show all these nice people here. They need to stay the night here. I'm helping them out. So you guys go to your rooms, and I'll be there really soon." And they're like, "Okay, Daddy, but what about?" "All right, yes, you can." And he holds out his finger, and he lets one of his kids pull his finger, and its ear pops off and clanks to the ground. And they both giggle, and they're like, "Yay!" And one of them rushes and picks it up and goes, "I got Daddy's ear!" And they chase each other off to the
Oh
house.
my god.
So what if his nose was prosthetic?
No, it's not prosthetic nose.
I got your nose.
Yeah. They run off. Andre turns around and his hair flings a little extra now that the ear's not catching it. And then he looks back over at his wife. He's like, "Hun, long story short, these are the ones that are responsible for my recent pay bonus and promotion. They really need a place to stay. Is it cool? And she's like, yeah, but I don't know if we have any room for him. And she turns her eyes to Firu. Firu's just like, I can stay in the hall. And Andres looks back. No, 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 it's fine. I mean, if you need to just stay in the living room or something, that's fine. Just duck to the door like anywhere else. And so they welcome you into the house. And he closes the door behind you, locks it, and Teo, you sense a bit of magic come to life whenever he locks the door.
Alarm.
And she kind of, you guys can smell some fresh food and stuff like that. Like she was clearly getting a late dinner prepared.
Then you hear a goblin's laughter. Tricked you again!
Everything blows up.
Damn it, traps!
I don't think they have enough food for 5 more people.
They
so
don't.
we have to.
But she does.
I
She
can make
looks.
some.
She looks around and she goes, I'll go prepare some more food. You guys settle in and enjoy the comfort. And you look around and it's like nice couches. There's an open living room around a magic fire pit.
So when
Just
she
keeping
did
everything just right.
prestidigitation, all that stuff just sort of vanishes.
It actually started sliding. You know how they have that hydroponic or whatever
Rain
spray?
It just slides off of everything.
Yeah, it just like drips to the ground, just like all really nasty slops, and then slowly vanishes. So it's just like,
Okay, so it does go away.
yeah. So you guys, you pass in the
Just making
kitchen.
Sure we didn't leave a giant pile of blood and gobbets of flesh on the ground.
You pass the kitchen, and she's getting some more, just haunches of meat and butchering them, and she
Sam
has
is
this
intensely
cast iron.
Uncomfortable.
She has
Sam
this
is very obviously uncomfortable to everyone.
like this crazy cast iron sort of flat top stove. And all right, Fu. Awesome. So she continues cooking, and Andre says, bedrooms, go up the stairs, and they line the halls. We only stay here on the bottom floor, but just do me a favor and stay off the 3rd floor. That's my personal workspace. I don't like to work from home, but occasionally I have to. Just stay out of that.
Stay off the 3rd floor.
Yeah,
So Sam
that's
just nods at that. She still looks intensely uncomfortable.
Ziggy pops up. What's on the 3rd floor?
Can I
Lamont says, no, don't even think about it. Can you what?
since I'm an herbalist, I mean that's only with alchemy and stuff, but
That's herbs, plants.
can I try to go help cook?
Yeah, absolutely. Say I walk into the kitchen and immediately everything blows up, just like Xandra predicted. So, but we just got away from downtime. You already want more downtime? There's an entire night of combat and sorrow. That is downtime.
Our downtime is our spirit.
So yeah, you walk in and yeah. So Andre's wife's name.
I'm gonna thank her for letting us stay here for the night.
Her name is Mina. And yeah, she can totally use your help, especially with preparing food for you and Firu. She doesn't know
Yeah.
where to begin there. I mean, she's like, yeah, I already had a salad in the works. You can go with that, but help yourself to the pantry. You get some food. But yeah, you guys can kind of do whatever you want. Explore the 2nd floor. You hear Andre and his kids playing in their room.
We're already.
I got his
imposing.
arm. I got his arm.
We're so imposing right now. So it's just like,
Yeah, we
"Nah."
are.
We're trying to like stay out of their way right now. It's just like,
Next thing-
no. Oh.
Next thing you know, it's gonna hear like, "Give me my foot back! Wait, that's my good leg!"
He's like, and you just hear him shout, "All right, Joni, Derry, come on now."
Alright, so Sab will go upstairs and set her bag down with all of her excess stuff.
I'm
So she's just got
following-
her armor and her weapon on.
Following Sab.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can open doors up. They're all
Okay.
fairly identical rooms, save for two of them that are master bedroom size.
All right, Sab and Tail just take whichever the closest to the stairs is.
All right, yeah.
Fear is staying downstairs.
Yeah, if you're, I mean, he was
Garrett
probably going to just chill there
immediately
anyways.
beelines
Like-
for a
Well, he's not going to
bath.
go anywhere without Seda anyways.
Yeah.
He can go up the stairs, but
I'm really surprised that the kids didn't go like, horsey.
well, they kind of probably did, but
He was like, nope, go. Oop.
yeah, he's like, just go. You can talk to the people after dinner. But
All right, so Sab will do that, but she'll have her Earthbreaker and her dagger on her.
okay.
She'll leave the axe in the room.
Mina steps out and tells you, okay, thanks for the help. I got the rest from here. You guys should probably go clean up.
Already clean.
And she
Yeah.
goes, no. Yeah, like, you guys look like hell. You-
So Sab was halfway down the stairs and heard that. And it's like slinks back up the stairs.
on this second floor, there's two bathrooms. There,
Tay's already found one and drawing a bath.
yeah, I was about to say that they actually have running water here, thanks to arcane plumbing. That you guys can
So
actually
there's-
take real shower baths.
Do they have
That's
an
right.
extra large shower room?
Well, the way that their showers work is there's a central drain on the floor and a shower
So
faucet that comes out. So there's
it's a rain
It's
head.
like-
there's a
It's
tub
like the
and then a
Japanese
place.
style.
Yeah, there's a tub and a way to just wash yourself. Yeah. So
Okay.
Japanese
pretty
style
much. Yeah.
bathroom.
So Fear can fit in there.
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
can
But-
give him a bath.
But can
Oh,
you get up
man.
the stairs?
Yes, he can get up the stairs.
Yeah,
It's
he's-
just a little
Yeah,
trouble.
He just
It's
can't
just
rush the
awkward.
stairs. Yeah.
Okay.
It's coming down the stairs. That's the tough part. That's why they had the
So-
joke of he has to go reverse down because it's easier to go in reverse down the stairs.
So Sab will go into the one
Yeah.
that Tay's in and go take a shower.
Yeah, it's possible for him to go down forwards, but it's just more comfortable to go down
And
backwards.
Sab will, as is Sab's nature, take her Earthbreaker into the shower with her. And have it always like right next to her.
So they're
Man,
cleaning
this
off.
is gonna be the first time Fear is getting a shower
Yeah.
of this quality.
Yeah. Well, I think it's the first time for any of them.
Yeah.
Arcane
Yeah,
magic
pretty much.
or magic, magic
full-on
plumbing is not a
shower
thing
rather
that's
than
common.
a bucket over the head.
Is Tay smart enough to figure it out on the first try?
Oh yeah, it's not hard.
Oh, okay.
It's just a little done.
So Sab, due to Dangerously Curious, after getting it, it's like, what the? She's like investigating everything.
I see this. Sab
like,
walks in and
it's a
she's just like, "What's
shower.
this?" Flips in and just
Shower.
sprays her with water. Oh shit! Just is heard through the house.
Seda and Fear are just gonna be like
She like,
exploring all the
she like
things.
steps back and got the Earthbreaker. As Tay's looking at her like, you're an idiot.
for Fear, it's kind of like the nozzle flips on and he's like, and his back hoofs go tap tap tap
Have you
Tap,
have
tap,
you
tap,
guys
tap.
ever seen a horse in water?
tap 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 tap.
Like
tap.
in a pool or something? Oh my god, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna hear like nothing but squealing and giggling from the Seda.
So you guys get some happiness time after sadness time.
Sab is slightly less angry.
I just want
Andre, once you guys are done bathing and eventually come back down, Andre's sitting there in the living room. Mina's there,
They-
and their two kids.
Did they have magical hair drying devices?
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, I was about to say no, but you
No,
can press
I was
the.
gonna say because if they did, then Sab comes down and her hair's.
Yeah, they don't have anything magic to dry it on hand. At
Oh,
least
well,
not
the
up there.
prestidigitation do that too.
You can
I can do
dry it.
that.
Yeah, you can dry it. So
So Sab's sort of like arranged her armor a little bit better, trying to make it be more.
well, you
presentable
have
for the
actual
kid.
clothing too.
Okay, well, Sab actually changed into her clothes. Then.
Yeah.
She's still got the Earthbreaker with her.
So, Mina, Joni, Derry, those two kids, and Andre are sitting down there. It looks like where there was a rug on the floor has just like been lifted up, and It's not a rug; it's a table. Um, good luck, Xandrid. Good luck. um, anyways, there's food there and everything like that, and they stand up as you guys are kind of coming down little bit by little bit, and they introduce Joni, which is the boy, and then Derry is the girl.
All right.
And
So Sam will try her best to be very polite, but I don't know if it will succeed.
and they're like,
Those are
"Ooh,
lovely
cat!
names.
We got cat people and a horseman, and a tree lady and a green guy. Wow."
How old are they? They're like 4 or 5.
No, they're like 7 or so. They're like they're
Okay.
young and they're either 5 or 7, something like that. It's hard to tell with the halflings.
You mean?
Or sorry,
Half
half
elves,
elves. Yeah,
appearance
yeah, with the
wise.
half elves. Yeah. So
Just say halflings.
they're
Ah!
like, "Wow, Daddy, you were right. You really do work with monsters."
They're just not gonna bat an eye at it.
And,
See, that
and Mina
honestly would
goes,
make Sam feel more comfortable.
and Mina goes, "Hey, be nice. You don't call people monsters. They're people."
Oh, see, well, technically centaurs are a monstrous race.
Shifters are
Wow.
only a step away from werewolves.
Yeah.
So Sam kind of laughs at that because she's actually more used to that in small
Yeah.
towns than
Yeah.
anything else.
Sandrid. Fantastic.
Hold up. Do I have to?
So you guys
I'm not
kind
even
of,
gonna ask that question. I don't want to do it.
yeah. So you guys settle in, fresh hot food, ice cold water to drink. They do have some white wine there as well, and you guys just enjoy yourselves, either in awkward silence or talking about it, or talking
As
about
long
whatever.
as they're not being like overly. See, Sab was more, and they probably would have noticed this. Sab was much more comfortable when they were like calling them monsters and stuff. But then if they were really formal and polite, Sab will be like,
No, they're not at all. They are
Okay.
more curious
They're
than the
children.
average little
They're
kid.
not polite.
no, I mean, like when the adults are.
Yeah.
Sab will look visibly uncomfortable at the politeness.
No, Andre begins to tell Mina about his day at work, carefully neglecting what recently happened.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I noticed he didn't say they saved my life or anything.
Yeah, so no, he says that they saved me from disaster at work, is what he says, and he looks up at you guys like, that's what we're sticking with.
No, we didn't. We saved you from
Heck,
disaster while
no.
you were partying your ass off at a singles
Heck.
bar.
Technically, it is true. We did save him from disaster at work. It was
Yeah.
just not today.
He,
Yeah.
he did take
As
off
long
early.
as long as he didn't say it was today, then we're good, and it's not a lie.
Yeah. So the kids are like eyeballing Firu, and he can't, like, he takes a bite, he's like starts crunching a leaf, and they're like and he's just like blushing, just
Does Fury look really bothered by it?
yeah, and
Okay.
and finally one of them
You
chimes
should
up.
talk about. You should talk about the Chronicle.
Mm-hmm.
That was.
Don't mention his comics in front of children.
If
They will
Fury
figure that
looks,
out.
okay, so if Fury looks like he's bothering him, Sab's gonna purposely start like wagging her tail, trying to distract him.
I was about to say, what
He-
did the kids say? What
They-
did they do?
they're
Say
like-
something.
You don't eat meat.
Nope, I do.
Mm-mm.
Nope, he's a vegetable. I mean vegetarian.
He's a vegetable horseman? What?
Well, they
the
do say you
vegetarian.
are what you eat.
And with
So
this
both kids go,
adorable-
We have to start eating half elves.
with this adorableness, we will end our session for tonight.
Begin the cannibalism.
Sandra. All right. With that, I will ask our nightly questions.
No,
Firu
no,
isn't
and
getting
no.
his names in.
Um,
Everybody else is. So Sab ended up being the straight man, apparently.
let's see here. That is 1,500 experience.
How much extra would it have been if I'd pasted the little halfling's head off?
A bunch.
Damn
Seda
it.
would have leveled.
I didn't level?
No.
2 weeks behind.
Uh-huh. That is the balance.
Also, now that we're safe, I almost said, is Sab gonna have to make a forced diplomacy save with her magnificent -2? What do you use that big hammer for?
To murder. I mean,
Oh.
with
I hit this guy with it, and he just like exploded into a
confetti.
confetti. This magic trick. Ooh, show us! Hit the horseman. It's all out. I can't do it again today. Sorry.
All right. So Seda, something awesome that Seda or Fear did tonight.
Well,
Kinda,
Firu
she's very much
cleaved an
insane.
ogre in half.
Game ogre. Teo.
Oh my god. I need a moment.
Sab.
Something good that I did.
Yeah.
I was really happy about punching straight through the guy's damage resistance, just going, whoa, bam.
Mm-hmm.
I was happy about that.
Crunch. It's crunch time. Teo.
Now I want to know if I could have actually blinded him for life. Can you roll it and see if I could have blinded him for life?
Wait, was there anything
Is
that
it a
would have
will save?
reflected is the question. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a possibility.
Man,
But he could
That would've
probably he would have probably gotten it restored.
Yeah, but would he have been able to teleport around like a jackass if he'd been
No.
blind 2 turns
No, he
earlier?
doesn't have
No.
blind fight. Mm-mm.
So we would have wrecked him then. If he hadn't gotten away somehow.
Probably.
damn it.
I didn't make an unbeatable fight. Like I said, it was only CR +1.
I am really, really worried
All right.
about the Chevalier class right now.
Teo. Yeah, it
Oh
gets
my
way
God.
harder as levels go on.
Something awesome that Tay did. I don't know. Slept a guy and didn't actually get him killed by his own boss.
Yeah, he had to take his
Kill
own
himself.
life. All right,
Did he really
Seda.
just kill himself?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
He bit down on something and then
It was like
immediately,
a cyanide
yeah,
pill.
basically immediately throw him to the mouth. And once he realized exactly what was going on. All right, Seda, something that somebody else did that you liked.
I know it was you, but the Garrett immobilizing him and everything was pretty nice.
Yeah, doing call shots. Yeah, that was awesome. Tail.
Something that wasn't already mentioned because the ogre thing was pretty awesome. Shoot. See, I'm trying not to repeat things. I don't know. Come
Andre
on.
punched a
Okay.
bubble gut.
Sab.
The just enclave of blazing inferno that happened right there at the beginning.
Right.
Where everything
Like-
was fire.
The opening of that fight sounded freaking fantastic.
We blew all the special effects budget there.
Yeah, you done Michael Bay'd the opening. That was that. Tay. Sandra fought for me the whole time in chat.
God. I don't know. I'm gonna just go ahead and say the ogre. I wanted to say something different, but the ogre
okay.
was the coolest part to me.
It's fine. It's fantastic to have the same thing. That means we know what you really like. All right. So, Seda, what'd you like about this session?
that I'm still sitting in this chair.
the
I still
the end.
attended. I didn't table flip already.
Yeah, thank goodness you don't use a
I'm
table.
controlling my emotions pretty well.
What are you so angry about?
That we had to give away the staff.
Why are you so
No,
mad?
her-
It's just a game.
Her real anger is stemming from the called shot.
Yeah, I didn't roll it. It wasn't an actual attack. I didn't know. I didn't know. And you took it as a real thing.
Because that's how I always do it.
You know, if you
No,
hadn't,
you don't.
if Firo hadn't saved you for half damage, even at full HP, it would have dropped you to 0.
Yep.
All right. Taya, what'd you like
I
about the
was
session?
gonna buff Firu.
I like the fact that we survived.
Yes. Yes. Sandra
And that
likes meeting
Celine
Andre's
didn't get
children.
herself killed because that
Fu
was
liked
not
the
good.
ear trick. Sab.
What I liked about this session,
Yes.
I thought the combat was really fun. There was a lot going on to it, and it helped teach a little bit more about things like the called shots and the various status afflictions.
Yeah. Yeah, Garrett needs to do called shots more. As a gunslinger, you hit a touch AC. Called shots
Which
is where
is-
it's at.
And so I think so. Basically, as a barbarian, though,
Sandra.
even though I've got a good combat maneuver bonus, it's not really worth doing that when I've got a plus 13 to 15 to hit, and I do that much damage. Is it?
Well, you still do the damage. It doesn't replace the damage.
You do the damage with the combat maneuver still?
Oh, no, not with a combat maneuver. I'm sorry, I thought you said called shots.
That's what I was talking about.
No, combat
With the
maneuver
combat
replaces
maneuver,
it.
It's not really worth it.
Right.
Okay. What I definitely liked about this situation was just the variety of the attacks and the fact that you figured out a way that actually got us to go back to them.
Yep.
What?
And
Talking
yeah.
about the following the Bormark
Yeah.
land to the
Oh,
bar. To give them a chance. Like, I wanted everybody to have a chance. Because if it had been just the 3 of them there,
Versus that guy.
that'd have been the end. So I gave it a surprise attack, and then you guys followed suit.
I could have just murderous commanded the ogre.
Yeah, but that wouldn't take care of everything else. This is what I'm saying.
Then
It
we
It's
would
just
have
been the
taken
3 of
care
you.
of all the little guys.
So in terms of actually
Yeah.
being successful about that, we did essentially force him to try and make a deal with us, though.
Yeah, you guys still did
Because
good.
if he-
This is another ooze incident. You guys are alive and doing well.
Because if he thought that he could have just easily killed us, he would have just done it. He wouldn't have said a word.
Right.
He would have just been like, "All right, now you're dead next."
Yep.
I also have to know if I
I
had
don't think
placed
he was
myself.
counting on the majority of them missing with those arrows, by the way.
No, he just kind of said kill them, let them fire their
He didn't
arrows, and they
care.
left. Yeah.
He had what he wanted.
He was like, I mean, do the math. 30 arrows, 6 people out in the open.
He
Sorry,
also
5
didn't
people.
know how strong we were either.
Right. All right.
Other than the fact that he saw me shrug off that lightning damage like it
Seda.
didn't even hurt.
What did you not like about the session?
We already know. Do we really need to ask? She has 2 things.
Seda, go to your happy place.
There is no
Well,
happy
I don't
place.
know,
It's tainted.
more of,
Go to your
like,
crazy table and respond to Seda.
it's
Show your anger.
that fucking attack that I didn't go through with.
Shh. You
Well,
forget
your
that
crazy
kid's
table
over here
roll.
sleeping.
Forgot that my baby is sleeping in the other room.
Jeez. No wonder he
Is
sleeps
he
under a
still
freaking
sleeping?
pillow. Poor kid.
The crazy table has become stubborn. But no, I think in all reality it was more of I guess things weren't clearly. I got confused on a lot of what you were saying with combat and with what happened early in the night.
Okay.
It wasn't clear for me.
Okay. Well, yeah. The biggest thing is if you're contemplating something, you need to not
Well-
argue the fact of of what you're doing as far as reacting to something, because then it makes me think that you're engaging, and that's why I went ahead and went with the attack of opportunity, because you had said Fine, I'll take the hit. I'll take the poke. And that's what made me go with it.
Yeah.
So you can't do that. That's where the
Well, it
biggest part of the
was
confusion came from.
no, it was more of whenever we were dealing with Garrett at the time, and with the whole pulling arm back and everything. I thought he had the staff, and then he didn't, and then you thought that I didn't have the bag, but it was obviously on me
Yeah.
because of Garrett and It was just really mumbo
Yeah,
jumbo
there was
tonight.
some confusion.
There's a lot of confusion on with me, I guess.
Mhm. It's okay, though. All right. Tael, what did you not like about tonight?
The fact that we had to give the staff up, that's gonna bite us in the ass later.
Perhaps. Or now. Sab.
I have to say the fact that I didn't just pulp the little halfling's head that first hit.
I really liked the... Oh, great. Magic stopped it.
Yeah.
Great. You'll need a you'll need the dispelling weapon. Those are nice. I don't know if that's a feat or if that
So,
was
but that was
actual
it was mage armor that stopped it, right?
No.
So the first attack was just completely stopped.
It was like a
So-
DR shield.
So
No,
it wouldn't
no.
have mattered what my attack roll was on that one.
No, it would have. If you had have gotten a 19 or higher, it would have mattered. But it's not mage armor that's giving him that.
Okay, so he probably just literally had shield up then.
Basically, something magical up. Whether
Okay.
he cast it or not is completely.
I thought I spelled
I thought-
check that.
I thought.
No,
you were
I
saying-
jokingly said, "Looks like he has mage armor."
Yeah.
I thought you were saying that when I hit it, it literally just like bounced off, like it wasn't gonna do
No,
any
it
damage regardless.
hit the shield and like there's a shattery effect, and then it went
Okay.
back to normal.
So he didn't have like a one-off shield that automatically blocks any one attack.
No.
That's
Though
what I
that
thought you were
exists, but that's
Yeah.
like way later. All right. Is there anything I can do better? Obviously, Seda.
Don't
Describe.
be like obviously. 'cause
Describing the fangs correctly.
I don't know. I mean, you did good.
No, I'm saying I
The
just need to watch
session was
the
good.
descriptions.
Yeah, like I got.
It
got
lent itself to
confused on a lot of
confusion
things.
because we're not
Yeah.
using the grid. Maybe if I stick to the grid more.
Yeah, the grid
If I
was without having the grid was difficult.
Yeah, so if I just temporarily or if I have a battle map, just
Or
a
just let us move.
generic battle map.
Just let us move though,
Yeah.
because the map wasn't really the issue. If we were in an open courtyard, you kept moving me back,
Mhm.
and no one could see where I was.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about the start of the night though, when it was just you, Garrett, and Andre.
Well, that really didn't need a map.
It kind of did. That way, I would have known where you and Fira were. I would have understood that it was you with the bag of holding. So I think that
Yeah,
if
but
we
he
stick to
reached-
grid,
We were specifically like in the school and everything. I had specifically said I have the bag because Fear didn't want to hold it. I
Yeah.
offered to give it to him,
Mhm.
and he said no. So I took.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
several sessions ago for me. So that's where the confusion was. If it had have been with a grid, I would have realized that okay, he's reaching here, he's over by next to Seda, so I would have probably remembered better. Tail.
Grids are really helpful. Other than that, everything's great.
All right, Sab.
Ditto. And there's the only other thing I would say is not really going to help because you're going to do it anyways. Because that's the whole point of being DM. Is damn you for psyching me out with the Chevalier comment. Because that's why I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I like that, and then like an hour later, I say, "This isn't that. This is less than that."
Because had I realized it wasn't that, I probably would have just gone balls to the wall after the guy. But I was like, I have to protect all these weaker other members of the party.
But then again, that probably also kept all of you alive. The encounter would have probably, if not killed somebody, it would have definitely knocked somebody below 0 if you had been too reckless. So it's just one of those things you don't know, just like the very start of the campaign. One of those things you just don't know. There's so many little tiny things that can caused you to miscalculate. What do you look forward to next time, Seda?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Leveling.
Teo.
Aseta. Leveling.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure next session you level. Continuing to live.
Continuing to live. Sap.
Seda can totally play with all the little kids.
That is true.
See, that made Seda smile. Ha! I win. Awkward Sab in polite society. Guys, we gotta
With
get
the
out of here.
creepy hair and tail, she's the Fro from
yes.
Final Fantasy right now.
Guys, we gotta get out of here. Why? Are we in danger? I can't deal with this.
This is too weird. All right, GM
Kay was
hint.
just like awkwardly holding on to her braids when he was like, "So you wanna be
I should have called for us to use the GM hint
Part
like
of
after
house
that first
planner.
attack and say,
Yeah.
if you were in our
Perfect.
shoes, would you go after this guy or not?
Right. Yep, that would have been a definite yes. So GM hint's restored. Everybody has their hero point restored. Tail, I think you're still at 2. What did you use?
No.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah,
But
you're
if
right.
you
No, you're
were
still at
tonight,
2.
then you
Yeah,
have
you're still
to-
at 2 because you didn't use it after the
Yep.
wake. Didn't worry. So
Right.
everybody else is at 1. You're at 2. All right.
Okay.
Nobody leveled up. So that's that. Thank you guys for watching. We will
Thank you.
catch you guys Saturday.
Bye bye.
Bye.